Mbunas are a type of African cichlid originating from Lake Malawi in eastern Africa. The Mbuna species prefer rocks or caves as their dwelling spaces, as this is most like their natural habitat in Lake Malawi. Like most other African cichlid species, Mbuna varieties are aggressive and should only be kept with other Mbunas to keep aggression to a minimum. Overall, Mbunas are excellent and hardy fish to keep and will add active color to your aquarium. Before we start this comprehensive guide, I would request you all to support my channel by subscribing to it and by sharing this video among your friends. This will help you notify whenever I upload interesting videos like these. Let's get going now. Mbuna cichlids have many different species that fall into this category. In comparison to other types of African cichlids, Mbuna cichlids are some of the most colorful and vibrant species within the African cichlid family. While Mbuna cichlids are beautiful and add pops of color, it is important to know the temperament of each species before adding them to your aquarium. Yellow lab cichlid. Yellow labs are by far the most popular Mbuna cichlids and arguably the most popular African cichlid overall. Known for their vibrant highlighter yellow, these cichlids will stand out in any aquarium. Most male yellow labs will have a thin black line on their dorsal fins. Yellow labs tend to be more docile than most Mbuna cichlids and should be paired carefully. Red zebra cichlid. Red zebra cichlids are one of the more well-known Mbuna varieties. While they are not a true fire truck red, they are more orangish red and bright and vibrant highlights. Males will tend to be brighter in color, and females will be more whitish orange. Blue zebra cichlid. Cobalt blue. Blue zebra cichlids are another beautiful Mbuna cichlid. Both males and females have an amazing blue color that is bright and stands out in your aquarium. Males will occasionally get dark blue or black vertical stripes. This usually only occurs on the alpha male or during an aggressive episode. Diet. Like other African cichlid varieties, Mbuna African cichlids can be fed a variety of foods. For dry food, African cichlid mixes are excellent choices as long as they have a high vegetation content. African cichlids are prone to compaction, and veggie matter helps alleviate this. Mbuna cichlids can also be fed frozen or live foods. Blood worms, brine shrimp, and small guppies are a few of the frozen and live foods that are common fed to Mbuna cichlids. Some have found that feeding frozen or live foods help to cut down on aggression within their Mbuna aquarium. As mentioned with dry foods, it is vital to also include vegetation, like spirulina, into the diet of these cichlids to help reduce compaction and improve gut health. Water quality. Mbuna cichlids are much like other African cichlids when it comes to water quality. Suggested pH for Mbunas and most other African cichlids is around or above 7.5. The aquarium temperature should also be around 78 F. While a heater is not necessary for an African cichlid tank, the fish are typically healthier and happier when their water temperature is on the slightly warmer side. Like all fish, frequent water changes and regular filter cleaning should occur to ensure the water is clean. If your Mbuna cichlids are getting sick or acting odd, water quality should be the first aspect to evaluate. Tank setup. Mbuna African cichlids are some of the most beautiful cichlids on the market, and having a successful and equally as beautiful aquarium is essential. When choosing an aquarium, keep in mind that Mbuna cichlids will grow to be about 5 to 6 in length. Depending on how many you plan to put into your aquarium, you may need a very large tank. Generally speaking, a 55-gallon aquarium is the smallest that any Mbuna cichlid should be put into. About 10 Mbuna cichlids could be put into a 55-gallon aquarium. If you plan to have more, you'll need a larger tank. Mbuna African cichlids are rock and cave-dwelling cichlids, so it is important to include rock structures in your aquarium. The type of rock and layout of the rock is your preference. It would also be a good idea to rearrange your structures every so often to keep the cichlids active and disperse dominance. Lighting is important for the Mbunas and the health of the aquarium. Keeping your light on no longer than 8 to 10 hours a day will help reduce the growth of algae. Having periods of no light is essential for the health of the fish. Just like humans must have periods of rest, Mbuna cichlids need that too. Health care. Mbuna cichlids are generally healthy and hardy fish. Similar to other African cichlids, Mbuna cichlids are prone to gut compaction when there is limited vegetation in their diet. This can be reduced or eliminated by ensuring that your Mbuna cichlids have adequate spirulina or another type of vegetation in their diet. Mbuna cichlids are also susceptible to ick, which is a common freshwater parasite. It can be treated with a commercially formulated ick formula. Some hobbyists also recommend dosing the tank with rock salt, but this should be done carefully as too high of salinity can be deadly to the fish. If there is a lot of aggression among the Mbuna cichlids within an aquarium, bacterial issues are not uncommon. When the fish fight or are aggressive towards each other, scratches and cuts occur. This can sometimes lead to bacterial infections. 5 quick tips. Start them young. When you're looking to start a new African cichlid tank, one of the easiest ways to keep them, in my opinion, is to buy them when they're young. Buy them when they're about 1.52 inches long. By doing this, it typically reduces the aggression and leads to a thriving tank versus a fighting tank. Avoid very aggressive species like Oritus and yellowtail AC. By avoiding these species, you can reduce aggression within your tank. While these two species are beautiful, they may not be the best choices for a beginner tank or an established aquarium. If you really want these two species, get them as young as possible and raise all of your fish together. You can also have a species-only tank as mentioned previously. Rearrange your decor when adding new fish. If you are adding new fish into an established aquarium, rearrange your decor as much as possible within the tank. By doing this, when adding new fish, it helps to reduce aggression. Rearranging the decor within the tank causes the fish to re-establish their territories and pecking order, which gives the new fish a chance within their new environment. Buy at least 3 of the same species to mitigate aggression. By having multiples of the same species within your aquarium or when adding new fish, it tends to keep any aggression within the same species and is not directed towards one single fish in the aquarium. If there is one fish within an aquarium that is constantly receiving aggression, it becomes very hard for it to survive. Mbuna cichlids can be slightly overcrowded. Don't use the 1 inch of fish per gallon of water. This can be increased a bit for Mbuna cichlids. By overcrowding slightly, Mbunas typically are not able to establish their own territories, which will cause aggression. We hope that this care guide helps you keep and raise Mbuna cichlids. These are some of the most beautiful and active African cichlids on the market. While they are hardy fish, they still require careful care to ensure they are happy and healthy. Do like, share and subscribe.